All right, how we feeling? All right, this microphone's not too bad. I haven't really tested anything. My headset broke. I'm on a new microphone, so if it sounds weird, that's because of that. We got about 13 minutes between the matchup between the Bethel Warriors and the Slippery Rock Panthers. I'm gonna go get rosters, and we'll jump back into it. The camera that you're seeing right now is not charged. It will not be here the entire game. We're just gonna kind of have to live with it, but it adds a little bit of sauce to the mix. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for tuning in to the Slippery Rock Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Eisler. We'll be right back. All right, thank you for tuning into the broadcast here this evening on the Slippery Rock Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Eisler. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator, cameraman, and all else that might entail. We're going to try out a new system, as I'm the only man in the booth. I'm going to try to keep everything afloat, but I can't make any promises, as this is the inauguration of the 2021 season here in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. We got the Slippery Rock Panthers going to be on the right side of your screen in their blue, and then the Bethel Warriors on the left side in also blue. But it's going to be a wild ride. I have no idea how I'm going to keep this one afloat. I normally have somebody up here with me, but today's a little different. And we're going to try to lean with it and rock with it the best we can. And as long as everything doesn't mess up, we should be all right. But as warm-up's starting to come to a close, I'm not sure if somebody's doing an introduction, so I've already done my own. And yeah, a few new bells and whistles. A few bells and whistles were lost from last season, but here we are this evening. We're going to play some volleyball regardless. Hopefully I can record everything and capture it for you lovely people back at home, whether you're from Bethel, whether you're from Slippery Rock. It matters not. We're all here for a good experience out there on the court, hopefully in good sportsmanship. Bethel coming all the way down from Erie, Pennsylvania, a lengthy journey to head up half of this matchup here this evening. Of course, Slippery Rock, the home team, having much less of a drive, but here nonetheless. Starting us off for the evening, we'll be having the junior varsity team out there on the court to play a best of three. And after that, we'll be taking a look at the varsity lineups. Sorry if I sound kind of weird, if I'm blown out, if I'm too quiet. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out. But my headset broke about 4 days ago, right in time for the start of the season. So I'm going to try to jimmy rig this best I can. But again, I have no promises I can have amongst you fine people and myself. But we're going to try our best. We're going to try to get this one through, and hopefully you'll bear with me. And we'll be able to go home and sleep soundly tonight as this event comes to a close. Of course, junior varsity going to be out there on the court first, and after that, varsity comes out. Junior varsity plays a best of three. Varsity plays a best of five. Hopefully the scoreboard will help you keep track of the scores throughout the evening a little bit better than we have in the previous seasons. Slippery Rock's still in the huddle, and looks like we're good to go. Yeah, referee Lou going to be out here officiating. The two line judges, Madison Lott along the near side. I'm sorry, I'll get that right at some point during the season. Then Cassandra Eisler, the other senior from the Slippery Rock Panthers, going to be the two line judges for this junior varsity matchup here tonight. Yeah, hopefully this goes all right. I have no idea how I'm going to control the scoreboard on your screen currently, but I'll try. I can promise you that I will try. But as both sides ready to get set, we'll get this one going. To serve this one up, Rain Hatch for the Bethel Warriors. Good service by Rain. Morgan finds this one to the front line. Ellie Hendricks down the near side. Good shot up and across by Mary Grace from the back line. Goes off Webster, and that one goes out of bounds. Panthers up 1-0, and we progress. A tripod would make my life a million times easier. Good service by Taylor Hendricks. Goes back and unreturned. On a good service and a good spot, Taylor Hendricks finds herself the ace and makes it. Taylor with another service. Getting a hand on this one to the far side. Not quite able to get a hold of that one. Was the pass to Olivia Black. 3-0 now the score. Panthers in the lead. Good service by Taylor Hendricks. Black able to find its way forward. Rain Hatch getting this one up into the air. Good shot up and across, but is indeed out of bounds, and the score is 4-0. Taylor Hendricks here to serve it up yet again for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Good underhander, line drive, not quite able to get that one past the netting. And we have ourselves a 4-1 result. I need a better system. This is not going to do kindly throughout the evening. Good service, nice and short, just not quite able to get it past the netting. The service from... I can't. I need a better way to do this. Man, I can't walk away from the microphone constantly in this matchup. Good service by Philson, getting a hand from the back line. Eliza not quite able to get a hold of that one. Panthers now up 6-1. Good service by Izzy Philson, finding the back of the twine. And we have ourselves a 7-1 game. Izzy Philson, shallow, kept alive by Black. Diving after that one, number 10, Emily. Not quite able to get underneath that one. Panthers now at 8. Warriors at 1. Good service by Izzy Philson, a leaning topside, getting a hand to Eliza. Rain getting a touch as well, but not quite able to get a third to help that one across the netting. We have a 9-1 game here in game number 1 in this best-of-3 series. Good service by Izzy, getting that one up and over from the back line. Eliza able to find its way to Rain. Back over to Olivia with a tip up, but not quite able to get enough power over the netting. Panthers now at 10. Izzy here with a nice service, leans near side, goes past Emily, and that's unfortunate. Point differential is up to 10. Panthers taking a handsome lead here in the first match. Izzy Philson up and over. From the back line, Rami over towards the Panthers side, and we have ourselves a Warrior point. Substitution called for the Bethel Warriors. Number 12, Amanda Allen onto the court. Good try by Emily, but not quite able to get that one over. Of course, onto the bench went out number 14, Webster. Panthers now up 2-12. Good getting a hand in this one. Rihanna with a beautiful send-off for the Warriors. Taylor Gracie backside to Izzy with a nice attack. Goes off. Rihanna backside. Getting a hand to Eliza. Getting the finalization was Emily. But nonetheless, Panthers picking up their 13th point. We're playing at 25. Win by 2. Good service by Mary Grace. Eliza, top side. Left to go. Out of bounds. Panthers now at 14. 12-point gap here between these two clubs. Good service by Mary Grace. Liza from the back line. Olivia Black getting a hand on this one. Allen over the shoulder. Not quite able to get that one past the border. And the Panthers now at 15. Service by Mary Grace. Shallow diving play by Amanda Allen. Goes off hatch up and over. But Amanda Allen caught crossing the line. And the Panthers will pick up a point nonetheless. 16-2. Panthers in the lead by 14. Good service by Mary Grace. Shallow kept alive by Olivia. Back to the Panther side. Gracie Heitzenreiter there with a return of her own. Amanda Allen over the shoulder, kept alive by Morgan into Center Avenue, finding its way to Gracie Heitzmann. Sent far side, and that one's out of bounds. Warriors picking up point number 3. Substitution to be made. Number 17, Gabby, coming onto the court in spot of number 11, Olivia. Another substitution, number 5, Brenna Gibbon onto the court in spot of Rain Hatch to play the front left. Number 17, Gabby here to serve it up for the Warriors. Footing on it, but not quite able to get it above the netting. Referee Lou just calling up a reserve. Score remains 16-3. Gabby here with a nice service. Let go. The call is uncertain. What's the call? I guess it's a Warriors point. We're going to go with that. Good service. Diving play by Mary Grace. Nobody there for the secondary. And the Warriors picking up their second consecutive point here in this stretch. 16-5. Now the score. Here's the service from Gabby. Up and over. Left it go. Henrik's able to find Mary Grace. Front side to Gracie. Sent over top the netting. Going off Eliza. Finished off by Gabby. Over the netting. Off Heizenreiter. Down the near side. Off of Nora. And we have the Warriors' 6th point. 6-16. Here we go. Good service off the right hand. Deep. Let go. Out of bounds. And the Panthers pick up point number 17. Gracie here with a nice service up and over. Getting a hand on this one. Eliza sent it back. Emily, my bad, with the last point of contact there. Panthers picking up point number 18, as there was not in the secondary. And we play on. 12-point gap. Panthers in the lead. Gracie here with a nice service up over from the back line. Eliza getting a nice over the shoulder. Kept alive by Allen, but not quite able to get that third touch up and over. Panthers now at 19. Extends the lead to 13. Gracie Heizenreiter leans down to the near side, kept alive by Amanda Allen, able to find Gabby, bumps this one down to the near side. Good bump up and over the netting to complete that play. Izzy towards the net, goes up, over, let go. Off the touch, out of bounds, Panthers 20. 14 is the difference. Gracie Heizenreiter here, down center avenue, goes off the hand of Eliza to the front side. Let go, down it goes. 21 now for the Panthers as they near the end of the match. Gracie here with the service. Line drive off the far side, goes off the hand of Brenna and punched over by Gabby. Kept alive by Nora. Beautiful return by Taylor. Goes off Rihanna, off of Gabby. Down it goes. Panthers picking up another point. Good attempts by both sides of the court, showing out their skills. And they keep on keeping on. Gracie here with a nice service from the back line. Emily there to return to the Panther side. Diving for that one. Mary Grace just not quite able to get underneath that one. And the difference is a complicated math equation that I didn't finish second grade to figure out. Good service by Amanda Allen. Goes off Mary Grace. Up, not quite able to make that one over. And the Warriors here looking to start the comeback here and now. 8 for the Warriors, 22 for the Panthers. Good service by Amanda Allen. Goes off Nora. A little roundhouse attack, but not quite able to keep it in bounds as it's off the near side by the nearest of margins. Amanda Allen here with a nice underhander off the left hand. Goes off Izzy Filson into the middle. Mary Grace finds his way to Morgan off the sidearm. Sends this one up and across. Amanda Allen getting a hand on this one. Nice over the shoulder from Gabby to finish it off. Heizenreiter from the back line hits the net and goes down. Nice keep alive by Morgan, but not quite able to find a friendly face to keep it rolling. Warriors meet their 10th tally of game one. Good service by Amanda Allen. Izzy forward. Secondary by Taylor. Finished off by Nora with a nice over the shoulder to keep this one rocking and rolling. Good service, or a good send-off by Gabby. Panthers not quite able to recalibrate on that one, and the Panthers pick up point number 22. The Eagles pick up point number 11. I'll figure out how the English phonetic... I'm going to stop right there. I'm not even going to continue that thought. Taylor Hendricks towards the top side, finds his way to Morgan here with a nice left-handed slapper, just out of bounds, barely. Warriors picking up point number 12, brings the difference down to 10. Amanda Allen here with a nice service up and over from the back line. Izzy finds his way to Taylor, sends this one down the near side. Here's Nora with the right hander, gets this one deep. but just out of bounds off the far side. Panthers remain 22. Warriors now at 13. Good service by Amanda Allen, kept alive by Mary Grace front side. Taylor there with a tip up and over, goes off. Gabby down without a second contestant, and the Panthers pick up point number 23. Morgan Eaton here with a service, goes just underneath the netting, and we have ourselves a 14-23 matchup. Brianna not liking that one, leaves that one go. She gets a second try. Brianna Grayson leans topside, diving play by Nora, goes out of bounds, and the Warriors pick up point number 15. Brianna there with a nice service. Heighton Ryder forward. Taylor here with a tip-off. Goes through traffic. Kept alive by Gabby. Back to the Panthers side. Mary Grace able to find Taylor. Topside out. Nora with a big slapper. Gets this one up and over. To return by Gabby to the back line. Let go down. Inbounds. And the Warriors pick up point number 16. The gap is shrinking here in game one between the Panthers and the Warriors. Warriors here starting the comeback history right now. Good service by Rihanna. I think I messed her up on that one. I'll take the fall there. My apologies. 24-16. Panthers at match point. Substitution called. Evie coming onto the court. Nora onto the bench. Evie here to serve this one up for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Good underhanded service, clears the net and goes off. Emily out of bounds, and that's the end of game one. 16-25, the final score as we move back into the break. We'll be back with a short 3-minute break to have in between. I'm assuming it's 2 minutes. 3 minutes? 1 minute? It's not on this clock, but we'll assume it's 2.5. This is the figure it out game. It's probably going to be shorter. Slippery Rock's already broken the huddle. Blew the whistle. I think we still got time. Both sides have broken their huddle. We're still not quite set to get ready to rock, ready to roll quite yet. Making sure everybody's in their rotation position before we get this one underway yet again. As we near the starting of game two, the first game went down 16-25. Panthers, of course, taking that one home. If they take home this game, that's all she's going to write. But we still got a lot left to play between these two clubs. And the evening has just begun. After this junior varsity matchup, we will be taking a look at the varsity standings and see how they lean with that one and rock with it. Good serve by Taylor Henry, starting us off on game two with a right step forward for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Taylor here with the service, gets this one up and over, getting a hand to Emily, goes off the back line. Not quite able to get that one forward off the hands of Webster. Panthers now at 2. Warriors remain looking to break open this goose egg. We're still early on here in game 2. Plenty of time to do it. Good service by Taylor Hendricks. Goes off Emily back to the Panthers side. Mary Grace down the near side, set up by Heitzrunner. Bumps this one up and over. Gabby there thrown to the Panthers side. Morgan front line able to find Heitzrunner. Dumps this one off. Scores! And the Panthers pick up point number 3. Service by Taylor Hendricks up and over, getting a hand to Hatch, able to find his way to Gabby down the near side. Rain here with a nice over the shoulder to finish that one off for the Warriors. Morgan, Heitzenreiter, far side, tipped over and across by Filson to the back line. Rihanna able to send this one up towards the ceiling, back down. Gabby here with the over the shoulder down, kept alive, sent back over. Rain to keep this one going. Coming after this one, Gabby not quite able to find it in her reach. Panthers now lead 4-0. Sorry if the camera is a little shaky. I gotta use my left hand for a right-handed camera. It's really not working out all that great, but I'll try to keep it rolling. Rihanna from the back line, finding its way towards Gabby. That one's finished off. Heisenreiter forward. Izzy there with the finish off. Rain getting a touch on this one back into the backfield, and we have ourselves another Panthers point. 5-0 here in game 2. Taylor Hendricks here with a nice service. Hits the netting. Does not pass go. Does not collect $200. And we have ourselves a 1-5 game. Green Hatch here with a nice service up over. Kept not able to be kept alive between the 3 Panther players, between Evie, Morgan, and Taylor. The ball touches the ground. We got ourselves our service ace for the Bethel Warriors. Not to be mistaken with the other Bethel Warriors. These are the ones from Erie. Good touch by Taylor Hendricks. Heitzrunner top side. Izzy there with a tip over top. The netting. Rihanna getting a hand, but no. Caught in the netting. I believe that was Gabby. Panthers now lead 6-2. Here's Izzy Filson here to serve it up for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Service up over, kept alive from the back line, able to find Hatch over to Emily. That'll bump that one over the shoulder, but not quite able to keep that one between the uprights as that one lands out of bounds. Panthers pick up point number 7 here in game 2. Good service by Izzy. Low cut, kept alive by Gabby back to the Panthers side. Here's Taylor. Heizenreiter down the near side looking for Morgan with a nice left-hander, but not quite able to get that one past the uprights. Here we are with a 3-7 game. 4 points the gap. Warriors keeping it close. Good underhanded service. Heizenreiter forward. Here's Mary Grace up and over. Nice diving play by Rain, getting a hand on this one. Not able to find a second helper on that play, and we have a 8-3 game. Panthers extend the lead by 1 more point. Here's Mary Grace, number 12. Off the right hand, over top the netting. Kept alive from the back line. Eliza able to find Rain. Back line attack. Comes over the shoulder from Gabby. Diving play by Izzy. Filson keeps this one rolling. Rihanna, front side. Rain. Back down center avenue. Finds a slap up and across from Gabby. Goes off Mary Grace. Up. Hits the border between the wall and the flooring. And we have ourselves a Warrior point. 4-8. 4 points the gap. Good underhanded service by Emily. Heizenreiter able to find his way back line. Good finish off by Izzy as that one goes unreturned off the hand of Webster. Panthers now lead 9-4. Nora coming onto the court. Evie taking a seat on the bench for the Slippery Rock Panthers. I think Morgan's up to serve. Gracie Heizenreiter up to serve this one up. Number 30 in blue. Panthers lead 9-4. Good service by Gracie. Late stop. Sorry, I feel like something flew into my throat. This is a personal matter. I'm going to cough a bit. All right, I think I'm good. Gracie Heightenreiter here to serve up the 11-4 game from that previous point for the Panthers. Number 30 in blue. Doing it well off the right hand. Shallow kept alive by Gabby. Sent back to the Panthers side. Here's Morgan. Taylor tips it up and across. Rain Hatch keeps this one going from the back line. Eliza back over to Rain. Over the shoulder. Kept alive to the Panthers side. Lands out of bounds, unfortunately. And the Panthers will be given their 12th point of game 2. Of course, since this is a junior varsity matchup, just a friendly reminder that we play a best of 3. So the Panthers only need to win this series to put it in the books and leave it at that. Warriors could force a game 3 with this victory. But we still got a lot of volleyball to play. Good service by Gabby down the near side. Kept in bounds. And that one's into the crowd. Got a nice vision of what I stand on up here. The orange lift. That makes me feel like I might die. Good service by Gabby. Deep. Left go out of bounds. Panthers picking up point number 13. That one clears the wall. That's into the shadow realm. Isaac Hendrick's going to be going to get that one out. But we do have a substitution in the meantime. Brennan, number 5, on spot of Rain to play the front left. And we got a 13-6 game. Panthers in the lead currently. Can we see him from back here? Look at him go. Nobody claps for him. No respect for the work. Come on. It's dangerous back there. We still haven't found that one kid that got lost over the weekend back there. But little miscommunication whether or not Lou blew the whistle for the service to be commenced. 5-second rule is called and enforced on the court. Point is forfeited over to the Warriors side. 7-13. Good service by Amanda Allen. Mary Grace, front line. Taylor Hendricks, top side. Nora here with a big boomer over top the net, and Gabby returns that one back. Kept alive by Izzy, able to find Taylor down the near side. Here's Izzy. Up over, kept alive. Good diving play by Rihanna, and not quite able to find a third touch on that. And the Panthers coming out with a big point, making it 14-7. Here's Nora, number 14, to serve it up for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Good right-hander line drive. I like the spirit. A lot of heat on that. Warmed up the building by 23 degrees, it feels like. But we got a 14-8 game. Warriors picking up that last point. Rihanna here with a nice service. Kept alive by Mary Grace. Diving play. Finds Taylor. Sent up and across. Rihanna with the first touch. Here's Gabby getting a hand on this one. Forward it goes. Hits the netting and down it goes without a second contestant. It's 15-8. Panthers now in the lead by yet again another point. Nora onto the bench. Evie to play the back line. It's Taylor Hendrick's service, if the rotation is correct. There we go. 15-8. Panthers lead. Good service by Taylor Hendricks. Goes off. Eliza down the near side. Kept alive by Brenna. Finds his way over to Gabby. Finished off to the Panthers side from the back line. Here's Taylor. Finding its way off. Evie over top the netting. But Gabby's attack not quite able to finish that one past the border. 16-8. Panthers lead. I'm just praying I don't cough a lot before we're done with this series. Good service by Taylor Hendricks. Nice play by Allen. Finds his way to Gabby. Finished off to the Panther side. Evie there with a nice return over, but not in bounds. It's just outside by about 3 shoe lengths. 2 if you're Seth Dunlap. Bethel Warriors up to 9. Starting to come back, bringing the differential down to a 7. Good service up and over from Brenna. Sent right back. Brenna with first touch here with the secondary. Eliza able to get a send, but not quite able to get enough on that one. Was a third touch from Emily. I miss my headset. That's why I keep getting louder and quieter, because I don't have my headset. It's a standing microphone. I really don't like it. But we got a substitution here for the Bethel Warriors. Rain Hatch onto the back line in place of Brenna. Service by Izzy Filson, down center avenue, kept alive by Eliza to the front side, finds Rain topside out with a nice slapper. Here's Gabby, backline, down, inbounds. Holy smoke. Can't cut it much closer than that. 10-17. Warriors keeping it within 7. Here's number 7, Eliza. With a beautiful right-handed service up, over, shallow, kept alive by Morgan. Heizenreiter down to Morgan here with a nice right-handed, or a left-handed attack, but not quite able to beat out the border. Panthers remain at 17. Warriors now at 11. Nice service, shallow, kept alive by Morgan. Goes off, Taylor Hendricks back to Morgan, set up, but not aware that was a third. I like that set. It was a good spot. I like it a lot. Too bad we don't get 4 touches in a possession. Good service up and over. Heizenreiter down the near side. Morgan here with a nice sidearm. Rainey getting a hand on this one. Able to find Gabby here with a tip over top the netting. Kept alive by Morgan. Heizenreiter down the near side. Here's Morgan here with a nice bump over the shoulder. Kept alive by Eliza. Finds Rain down the near side. Gabby over the shoulder. Able to finish that off. Diving play by Taylor. Not quite able to get a hold of that one. And we have a 13-17 game. Good service down the near side. Enough mustard on that hot dog, but not quite able to keep it in the sauce. Panthers gain their 18th point. Warriors remain at 13. Good service there by Mary Grace. Kept alive, returned by Gabby. Out of bounds, though. Panthers remain in the lead now with a score of 19-13. Good service by Mary Grace. First touch by Allen, finished off by Gabby. Here's Izzy Heizenreiter down here to the near side. Good try, Evie, getting a little bonk action off the dome of Heizenreiter. And the Warriors picking up a point from that match, or that play. Nora going to come onto the court in spot of Evie to play the front left. Here to serve it up, number 10 for the Bethel Warriors. Good service by Emily, goes off. Izzy back to the Warriors side, top side out. Rihanna getting a touch, but not quite able to get that one back into the action. And we have a 20-14 game. My keyboard's just not working. Why is it doing that? This is wonky. That one hit the ceiling on the process of going left to right. Panthers picking up a point on the return. I believe Amanda Allen was the final touch on that ball, on the ball. Here's a nice service from Heizenreiter, goes off Amanda Allen, down the near side, goes off the netting, not pass go, not collecting $200. Panthers picking up their 22nd point, making it 22-15. 22-14, my bad. Gracie here with a nice service up and over from the near side, goes off. Gabby back to the near side. Nora here with a return of her own, inbounds. Holy cheese and crackers. Panthers 2 points away from closing out the series. And hopefully, during the break, I can have a better system so I can run this stream efficiently. Good service by Heitzlander, inbounds, and they have themselves a match point. 10 points the gap from the service from Gracie Heizenreiter. She'll get to do it again, sporting the number 30 in the royal blue. Good right-handed service down towards the near side, returned over by Gabby. Mary Grace goes off Taylor, down to the floor. 15-24, now the score. Gabby here with a nice service. Heizenreiter getting a hand on this one. Nora here with the sidearm, gets this up over. Let go out of bounds. 16 now for the Warriors. I hope the camera work isn't the worst thing you've experienced. I'm doing it with my left hand. Let go out of bounds. That's the end of the ball game. Good eye by Gracie Heizenreiter from the service by Gabby. And that's going to do it between these two junior varsity matchups. First game going 25-16 and the second doing the same. But we'll take a short break here between these two clubs and we'll be back into the driver's seat before you know it. Once there's a timer on the scoreboard, I'll put the timer on the screen. Up next, the varsity club between these two matchups. And it's going to be a good one. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back here on the Slippery Exports Network. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gabriel Eisler. We'll be back.